So in my resale business, I have a personal goal of sourcing and listing at least $1,000 worth of profit, not goods mind you, but profit every single week. Now, to some of you that may seem high, to others it may seem low. That's a topic for another day. But the topic of today is that I have 2 deals lined up for this afternoon that I think should be able to net me the entire value of my weekly goal in just one day. I'm about to head to go do the meetups for these deals. One's gonna be a trade, one is just a normal buy. I'm gonna bring you guys along with me and we're gonna find out together whether I can meet my $1,000 net goal today. Alrighty folks, well I am on my way right now as we speak to go do the first deal of the day. It's for one of these beautiful brand new Animal Crossing Switches. I'm trading it for some handhelds, some games, a Wii system and games, and I think overall it should be a really solid deal. So come along with me and let's see what we pick up. Hey there, beautiful lady, come to campus.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, here's this. What, is there somewhere I can set this down?
Yeah, you can just go check it out.
Okay, you're welcome to check it out and everything.
Yeah, thank you.
I'll open my trunk for that stuff. All right, well, thanks so much. I appreciate it. Oh, looks great. You guys have a good one.
All right, take care. Thank you so much.
Alrighty folks, so here is everything that I just picked up from that trade haul. At first glance, you might be a little bit surprised that I actually went through with this trade. I almost was as well, but when I started adding everything up for sure, I was definitely surprised with what the total value ended up being. So starting off with this Wii, it unfortunately does not have Wii Sports or Resort with it, so I will have to throw Wii Sports in myself. Once I do that, it'll sell for around 100 or so. I only factored in $80 in value for the purposes of this trade. Also got a couple solid in-case 3DS games, as well as a lot of loose DS and 3DS games. And you guys know when you're spotting those Pokemon titles that we're talking some solid money here. So this is where a lot of the value actually was. The biggest sleeper of this deal is Monster Tail on the DS. In complete in complete condition, this game goes for like 50 bucks. Even loose, it goes for around 30 and even more on Amazon. So yeah, Monster Tail is a little bit of a bolo game on the DS for you guys. And then we have a bunch of decent to really solid Wii games here. One of the best ones here, Mario Party 9. That's like a $38 game after fees. Also, Poke Park, surprisingly, goes for you know, like 25 or so. These games are all nice and complete except for Mario Galaxy is missing the manual. Oh, and I forgot to mention as well, Black 2, which is maybe the most valuable game on this table. I actually have been holding a case and manual for Black 2 and just waiting to get a cartridge. So let's see if we can fix this really quick here. All right, that's better. And then finally, the last part of this deal down here is this really nice condition DS Lite, as well as a 3DS XL with these super cute little Stitch stickers on there. I almost want to keep them on there. Both in great shape. We're looking at probably 50 to 60 after fees on this one and 150 plus for this guy right here. So one way of thinking about this deal is that once we factor in these handhelds and the Wii and extra remote and everything, we just about have our money back, and then the games are basically the profit. And the crazy thing is, this is about $400 worth of games here, which is an excellent start to our day. But we're still a long ways off from that elusive $1,000 mark. So why don't you guys come along with me to this cash deal that I'm about to do, and we'll see if we can close that gap. All right, folks, deal number 2 is coming right up. I'm traveling a little bit for this one, about 40 minutes outside of town, but I think it should be well worth it. Did you do much like photography or videography?
I got it originally to maybe do some YouTube stuff.
Yeah.
Didn't really work out the way I wanted to, so I started using it for like just family photos.
Yeah.
Christmas.
So this is that larger lens that we had talked about.
That one I believe is around $650 or so brand new. And the other one I know was like $425 brand new.
Okay.
Just for the lenses alone.
Yeah.
This is the
That's the one that was suspect.
It just feels fake, and then the back.
Yeah, and the label's a little bit.
Like, it doesn't even have a sticker, so.
Yeah. May just end up keeping that one. Then we got these guys. Yeah, they're super clean.
Yeah, I clean them up when I can. Like,
okay.
Because I don't game collect. I play the games I want to play.
Right.
So.
That makes sense. That's kind of how I am, except with Switch stuff. I've started collecting that.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm kind of jealous. Yeah, I saw your stack that you have, your shelf.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's grown a lot over time.
I don't play them. I got a big Switch, so.
And then just a couple of these cases, and that was pretty much everything we talked about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And that is 1,000.
I appreciate you.
Alrighty folks, that $1,000 deal is done. I've got everything laid out here in front of me. By the way, can I get you to smush that like button and the subscribe button for this $1,000 deal? You guys know I'm thirsty for those performance metrics. Kind of hard to believe that there is over $1,000 worth of stuff right here. It doesn't look like much, to be honest. We'll start out here with a couple of Switch lights. One of them does have the original box, but they're both used. I'm only valuing for these for the purpose of this at $200 a piece, although you guys already know I'm gonna try to trade them each for like 400 bucks worth of video game stuff. More of that in a future video. Moving on up here, we also have a sealed copy of Mario 3D All-Stars. We've got a Game Boy Color here in pretty nice, clean condition. He did test this for me. We've got 4 solid NES games, around a $50 value here into maybe more like $40 value in all of those. Then these are the big hitters here. We've got a couple of Sony lenses along with the Sony Alpha 6400 camera. This is a really nice camera, to be honest. I'm gonna seriously consider keeping this. It's a 4K camera. I got a really good deal on it, and I could see myself maybe eventually wanting to use it for certain parts of videos. I don't know, what do you guys think? Actually, I'll make that my burning question of the day. Do you guys think that I need to upgrade my camera quality for my videos, or has the quality not been an issue at all for you? Let me know definitely below, because I would really like your feedback on that. But yeah, besides that, just got a couple of like camera gear related backpacks here, and that was the whole deal. I spent $1,000 on this stuff, people. But the good news is the camera stuff in particular has a lot of value. The camera base, the base on this 6400 without the lens that is attached to it goes for around $750 on up to about $800 on eBay. So that's really good news. This lens should go for around an extra $300. So you could say this is about our money back if I don't keep this camera. We'll see what I end up doing. But then we also have this much larger lens, which should bring around $400. And then of course we've got the much smaller stuff. The games are around 40. This will be around 40 or 50 maybe after fees. Same deal with this guy, and then a couple hundred, or hopefully around 300 to 400 a piece in trade for each of these used Switch lights. But even estimating on the conservative side, if I just did sell all of this stuff on eBay or Amazon outright, after fees and shipping, I would be able to net around $700 on this deal, which granted is not 100% ROI that I normally go for, but because there's such little stuff in this deal and it's going to be so quick to list and get shipped out, it all sells really quick. I am perfectly happy taking a slightly lower ROI, because overall the time that I'm going to have to put into it is going to be less than I would on most deals. And not to mention, in addition to that, this deal was actually made with a viewer. So Jesse, thank you so much for this deal. I hope that we can do more deals in the future. And if you are in the Lexington, Kentucky area and you've got a good amount of video games or electronics or collectible stuff to sell, just know that I do deals like these with viewers pretty frequently, so I'd be happy to do one with you too. So once you factor in the $400-ish net from this deal and the $700-ish from this deal, if I do end up selling everything, that brings us to a net profit for the day of $1,100, which is just over our goal. Also gives us a little bit of cushion in there just in case, I don't know, something goes wrong, as sometimes it often does in resale. So good to plan for that and also meet your goals despite it. I know I'm kind of cheating here a little bit by asking you guys another question, but it just came into my mind. I'm really curious, how do your goals, do you have weekly goals like this? Do you think $1,000 profit per week is reasonable? Is it too high, too low? I would love to hear you guys' thoughts on that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if this is a kind of video that you like to see, and I will catch you guys. No, I can't. It's too expensive. I can't risk it, but it's just a Switch Lite. I've got like 20 of these, come on. On the flip.